Good morning, students. How are you? I am fine. Thank you. I am Shafiqul Islam, Headmaster, Taragonia Secondary School, Taragonia, Dawlatpur, Kustia. Because of COVID-19 coronavirus, classroom activities throughout the world has been suspended for the time being. As a part of teaching learning methods, we are going to take our online class. As a part of online class, I am going to share with you about something new. Dear students, what's the sign? What's the mark? This is the sign or mark of interrogation or note of interrogation. It is used in making interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentences are in two types. Number one, yes, no, question. Number two, WS question. We know yes no question means the answer of which question is yes or no is called yes no question. Such as are you happy? The answer of this yes no question will be yes or no. That's why it's called yes no question. Have you taken your breakfast? The answer may be yes or no. That's called yes no question. Another question is WS question. Another question is WS question. The answer of this question will not be yes or no. The speaker here wants or expects a specific answer from the listener, from the viewer, such as what is your name? Here the speaker wants a specific name from the learners or from the viewers, from the participators or participants. Here the answer may be Rohim, Ram, etc. or X, Y, Z. The answer here may not be yes or no. When do you rise up? Here the answer. Maybe at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. or 6:30 a.m. etc. Here the speaker wants a specific time when it may be a time from the morning 5 to 10. Besides this, there is another type of question. Besides this, there is another kind of question. Do you know what is the question? Yes, you must know. This is the question. This is the question. The question is actually not a question at all. It does not ask any question from the answer from the listener. It also confirm any comments from the learners. If we study these sentences, we notice that each of the sentence ends with a question. These questions are different from various types, and these are different from yes no question and WS question. Such as he is happy, isn't he? Here, he is happy, isn't he? It is not all the same as yes or no. Here, the speaker wants, is his statement is true, or is his statement is sure. He wants the confirmation from the listener. In this system, the part of that question, the voice sometimes fall and rise. If the speaker is sure that he is true, the statement is less falling, or the statement or that question is falling down. The intonation is falling down. So that question is a kind of question asked by the speaker after a negative or an affirmative statements during conversation. They are normally used in which speech when we want to confirm that something is true or not, or to encourage a reply from the person who is speaking to. Dear friends, why do we use the question? Why do we use that question? We can use that question to verify or to check information that we think is true, or to check information that we are not sure about. So we have to use that question in our conversation. The interesting things about that question are they have varied uses. That questions is in fact a typical feature of conversation in English. Dear students, why do we use that question? If we want to talk with other persons, we have to use that question in this context. We have to use that question in this purpose to affirm, to confirm the view of the listener. So it is very important in our English speaking system, in our English conversation. So there is a very important thing that in that question, if the auxiliary verb is used in main statements, the auxiliary verb is repeated in that question also. Suppose Irani is good in English. Isn't she? In this sentence, the main statement has an auxiliary verb is, and the is auxiliary verb is repeated in that question. Isn't she? Other sentence follow. We are students. Aren't we? Here, aren't is used as that question, and are also used in the main statements. So sometimes we use modern auxiliaries. These modern auxiliaries also can be used as a operator in a that question. Suppose he can speak English well. Can't he? Here we use can't as an operator of the that question. is used here as a auxiliary model auxiliary verb in this main sentence, and in third part can't use as a third person. There are so many modern auxiliaries such as can, could, shall, should, will, would, must, etc. They are used in main sentence or main statement, and also used in third person. Besides this, in some sentences, primary auxiliaries and modal auxiliaries are not used, but those sentences can be turned into that question. Here, that question part depends on the verb used in main sentence or main statements and their tenses and person, such as I eat rice. Don't I eat rice, don't I? Here eat is a principal verb or main verb in this sentence. The sentence is in present indefinite according to the rules of making interrogative sentence. We use do after the first person in question sentence or interrogative sentence. Dear students, you will notice a funny and interesting matters here. In a negative sentence, the third person is affirmative. Suppose he is not this. Is he? Here the third person is affirmative, but the main sentence is a negative. Next, we like sweet. We like sweet. Don't we? Here the third person is negative. It's a funny and interesting matter in the third person, but there are some words which are used in main sentence in negative form or negative sense. In those sentences, the third person is affirmative. Dear friends, notice here, he hardly washes movies. Does he? Here we notice that there is no sign of negative in this sentence, but the meaning of the sentence is negative. Hardly gives us a negative sense. That's why the third question is affirmative. So we have to follow these words very carefully, which are always used in negative sense, such as hardly, scarcely, seldom, never, few, little. These words gives us negative sense. That's why after the use of these words, we use affirmative third person. Such as a barking dog seldom bites. Does it? A barking dog seldom bites means a barking dog doesn't bite at all. That's why here the sentence means a negative sense. So we have to follow the notes. Hardly, scarcely, seldom, never, few, little. When this word are used, we must make the third question affirmative. Dear students, sometimes we use some pronouns, indefinite pronouns, which are used in different forms in the third question, such as nobody, believes a liar. Do they? Here we use nobody, but in third question we use they, and here we use believes, but in that question we use do. These are the rules of making third question of some indefinite pronouns, which is used in main sentence or statement sentence. In this way, we can change some words into they, such as everybody, nobody, or someone, no one, everyone, etc. Which these words are used in main sentence. In that question, we use instead of there, there. It's an interesting matter. Dear students, if we use anything, something, everything, nothing, is as a subject in the main sentence, in that question we use it. In lieu of this words. In lieu of these words. Suppose nothing is interesting. Is it? Here we use nothing in main sentence, but in that question we use it instead of nothing. In lieu of nothing. In this way, anything will be or anything will be all right. With it, here we use it in lieu of anything. So, the students, if we get another time next, we will discuss elaborately about that question. So, you have to be well prepared for your future class about that question next class. Thank you all. Thank you everybody.